Sorry.
And that's actually a really good practice, Brian. Wait for my go ahead every day before starting the show. That's a really good thing that I'd like to adopt.
And the stream is live on YouTube. Stand by for some winky goodness, those of you in the audience, if you'd like to watch the video on YouTube.
Yeah, guys, for those who would like to watch this lovely video on YouTube, guys, don't forget that we do have it on the YouTubes, and we are streaming it to the YouTubes.
So I can monitor the YouTubes.
Man, it's been a rough day.
It's been a trying Thursday.
Has it been a trying Thursday, dog? I don't know. It's the last day of the week for me, though. I will say that.
Same.
Last day of the week on the show, guys. I'm excited. Well, I'm not. I am excited, but we have the rest of the cast will be taking over for the show. Boss, I hope you have things ready for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Brian, we are live on the YouTubes, correct?
We are live on the YouTubes, as I have said
Good.
multiple times. But
We have how many more seconds left? We have about 40 seconds left. Boss, would you like to say anything for those 30 seconds?
Not really. I'm trying to beat the clock here.
No?
But yeah. Thank you guys for showing up, and thanks for your support. We've been
Oh yeah, and of course, please, yeah. Like Boss said, thank you so much for your support. But
absolutely.
we Roman Nation, 10 p.m. Saturday. Guys,
Yes.
don't forget. Do not forget. It's going to be a wonderful show. I kind of forgot what it was about yesterday. Sorry. But
It's up in the air right now.
Yeah.
We're we'll be ready by tomorrow.
yeah. All right, guys, it is 6 o'clock. Is everybody else ready?
let's do it.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get this party started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear boss, Roma Nation. How are you doing today, sir?
Happy thrilling Thursday, y'all. Let's get it.
In our next chair, we have the lovely Elizabeth. How are you doing today, dear?
I'm good. Thank you, T-Bone. How are you? How is everyone?
I am wonderful. Thank you very much for asking. And in our last chair, being as wise and grumpy and old as always, we have Brian. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I want to remind everyone that this event is live streamed to YouTube every day at 6 o'clock. You are more than welcome to participate. We've got a couple of events that we encourage audience participation in, and yeah, let's make this work.
Well, thank you very much, Brian, for that long and winded intro. Now, let's get this party started. Roma, what is the very first article of the day?
All right, here we go, folks. We're going to start off with Axios.com. Delayed flyers can get automatic cash refunds under new federal rule. Oh, am I going to abuse this?
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, no more store credit.
Airlines must issue automatic cash refunds to passengers whose flights have been canceled or significantly delayed under new rule that Biden administration issued Wednesday. Why it matters. Post-pandemic air travel has at times verged on chaotic as airlines have struggled to handle surging demand. It's the administration's last effort to boost protections for passengers whose plans are upended by flight schedule setbacks. So basically, they caused a pandemic and then had everybody quit. And then now they're having a problem with getting people back into the working motion. So it's delaying a lot of different things, especially with pilots, because pilots was with the Axios.
I can't find it in the dump.
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it in the chat for you there. I'm grabbing it right now.
Boom.
Okay.
Eat you.
Okay.
And it's a little oversight because it doesn't have a picture. You're very welcome.
That it there? Yep, there it is. All right. So it says passengers deserve to get their money back when the airline owes them without headaches or haggling. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, or Booty Guy, like Brian likes to say, said in a press release. The move is also the latest facet to the Transportation Department's effort to deliver the biggest expansions of passenger rights in the department's history. Let's see. The new rule establishes that travelers are entitled to a cash refund if their flight is significantly delayed by more than 3 hours domestically and 6 hours internationally. The travelers will also be eligible for refunds at any changes in number of flight connections in their route or downgrades to lower class of service. Refunds are also mandated if customers' checked baggage is not delivered within 12 hours of their domestic flight's arrival or 15 to 30 hours of their international flight's arrival, depending on the flight length. Customers can also get a refund if they paid for an extra service like Wi-Fi and it wasn't provided. Well, I mean, obviously, because I didn't get it. But
Right.
how it works: airlines will be required to send an automatic refund to the credit card a customer used to book their flight, saving flyers from having to call or wait or hold or sort through digital paperwork or haggle with the airline. The new rule requires airlines to issue the refund within 7 business days, flights booked with a credit card, and 20 calendar days for other payment methods like travel points. So, um, at least, I mean, this is at least the least that they can do
Mhm.
Right.
with the fact that they are giving people free skydiving lessons as of late.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Please don't say that. I'm gonna get on a flight today. No, but this is like, okay, so let's say you have a terrible situation with JetBlue, right? You're
Mhm.
there the entire day. Your flight keeps getting delayed. That happened to me the last time I flew. It kept getting delayed, kept getting delayed. They kept telling us it was because of some like they didn't have the food carts or some like
Mhm.
lame excuse, right? And then so you're saying I'm never flying JetBlue again. You should get a refund for or some kind of compensation for that. And then what? You have to fly with them again in order to use that compensation? Like it should
Right.
be a choice not to have to do that. You should get cash. And this is total win. I
No,
love this.
I agree. I agree because I when I came back from Florida, that was my issue. I was supposed to fly back on that Sunday night to be back in a Monday, and I got to the airport about 2 hours, 2.5 hours early. Went to go get my ticket, and they said you can no longer get your ticket. And I'm like, that doesn't make
Okay.
any sense. Like, all right.
Right.
So I went to ask the woman, and she was like, "Oh, you have to go to the customer service line." I turned to the customer service line, and there were 700 people standing in line,
Oh my
and I'm
gosh.
like, "Oh, this is not like what is this?" And it
Right.
was almost as if like so not only did I have to rebook my flight, but I had to pay a transfer fee of $99. And I'm
Mhm.
like, that's not my fault.
Mhm.
So I called ahead and it was so bombarded that I mean I waited about 2.5 hours on the phone. Nothing.
Yep. Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
so I'm gonna get my money's worth off of this, damn
That's
Yep.
right.
it.
That's right.
All right. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's move on to Outkick.com, a Fox Nation original. What if Diddy did it? No, I'm just kidding. All right. So over 3,000 current and former athletes, coaches urge NCAA Board of Governors to protect women's sports. Let's see. The NCAA Board of Governors plan to meet on Thursday, and the agenda is a discussion and possibly vote on the issue of whether to include transgender women, biological men, in women's sports. Outkick has learned. The Our Bodies, Our Sports Coalition sent letters to emails to the NCAA board members of over 3,000 current and former female athletes and coaches, urging the NCAA to protect women's sports. More than 78,000 personalized emails and letters have been sent to members of the NCAA Board of Governors in the last week alone. It is not yet known if the Board of Governors plan to hold an actual vote on the issue during Thursday's session. The NCAA Board of Governors, comprised 16 members, includes presidents of universities and athletic directors from Division 1, 2, and 3, among other members. According to Our Bodies, our sports coalition, male athletes have stolen over 924 trophies, medals, and titles from women's and girls across 448 different competitions and 30 different sports. Wow.
Excuse me, what?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, what?
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. Riley Gaines is an absolute beast. I love her. I wish I can go back in time and like do what she does at her
Mm-hmm.
at her age. I mean, she just keep an eye on her because I really feel she's gonna move up and move up and move up, and she's probably gonna run for office or some kind of thing eventually. And yeah, she's just incredible, and she explains this in all different kinds of sports, especially in her own, where she just highlighted certain things like men's lung capacity is greater. It's not fair for them to be able to go up against females. I mean, it's just not.
Did anybody see the photo? Did anybody see the photo of the podium photo of Thomas or
Leah,
whatever his name is?
Leah Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
T-Bone.
No, whenever I'm on a podium, I always get first place. But that's besides the point. The podium photo of them all in their swimsuit, and they're like, "Ooh, we won, bro." This Leah Thomas, bro, is like 6'1", right? And the rest of the girls are like 5'2" or whatever, bro. I'm sorry, it's not fair. I mean, kudos to them for being able to keep up with someone, a foot taller than them. But man, that's just messed up.
And it's funny that a lot of people that complain about this aren't even student athletes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they wouldn't know.
Athlete, and I would be okay. I was a pole vaulter, so it kind of wouldn't happen in pole vaulting where the women would be as good as the men. But like, say if I were to go to the women's pole vaulting league, I mean, I wouldn't be breaking their records, but I mean, I'd be doing very, very well. It's not comparable. It's messed up. It's wrong. It shouldn't be happening. And swimming is just one of the many, many sports where men have an unfair advantage, just physically. Yeah, I think that deserves a 20, boss. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that deserves a 20.
14.5. But
okay, sure, I'll take it.
But it's funny that like no one ever complains about why the pros don't have this. Because they know better. But then, I talked on my show what was about the 19th Amendment and like the advances that it had, but also the limitations that it's created as far as the NBA and the WNBA goes and why they don't get paid as much. And part of that is the fact that,
there's one WNBA fan and there's hundreds of thousands of NBA fans.
No, it's not even that.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that once you get to that level, people want to see what they want to see.
Yeah.
Okay. The customer gets to decide
they
this.
They don't want to see like mid. They
Mediocre.
want to see the best.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
The best.
Yeah, and not just that, but if they want to pay hundreds of dollars to see people flying through the air and dunking and shooting 40-foot 3-point shots and not see fundamentals, that's the customer's choice. That's not anybody else's choice but theirs.
That's right.
So I don't understand where they think that. Well, anyways, that's going to bring me down a hole.
I know.
Yeah.
Another thing, like,
but
I know, it's true.
But in college, it primarily affects women's sports. You don't see this happening on the men's side, and there's a huge reason for that. They just don't want to admit it. Moving on. This is from Fox 7 in Austin. University of Texas Palestine protest leads to almost 60 arrests. Almost 60 people were arrested, including a Fox 7 Austin photographer, by law enforcement on the University of Texas at Austin campus on Wednesday. Texas DPS said that as of 9 p.m., 34 arrests were made by law enforcement on UT campus related to the protests. The Travis County Sheriff's Department or Sheriff's Office updated that number to 57 as of Thursday, April 25th. Fox 7 Austin captured on video troopers pinning a person on the ground and detaining them. Troopers also used bikes and riot gear as barricades to push the students back. Austin photographer was also arrested after protest line was moved back. Social media video shows the photographer being pulled backwards to the ground by Texas DPS troopers. He was then detained and taken to jail. Austin photographer was booked in the Travis County Jail at 8:29 p.m. and was charged with criminal trespassing. Around 5:23 p.m., UT Police issued a dispersal order directing everyone to leave the South Mall area immediately at 9 p.m. The dispersal order was given the all clear. The University of Texas has shown that they do not care about the students' free speech at all. They sent in multiple police agencies to oppress people, arrest organizers, and just what they were seeing across the country, Bill James at a rally attendee said. Well,
this-
here's the thing. The
Mhm.
University of Texas, whoever's running that university, they have the right to decide of whether people can protest there or not. I mean, yeah, free speech, yeah, you can protest, but once you start bringing people outside of the university in, it creates a completely different situation.
Absolutely.
Because those aren't paid those aren't students that are paying to be there. Hell, some of them aren't even students.
Yeah, you're trespassing at that point.
Yeah, it's all trespassing. So there's that. What we got here. So it's I almost feel like they're trying to provoke another Kent State.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It almost
it's
seems that way,
giving
doesn't it?
Summer of
Mhm.
Love. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's not like they're just protesting and yelling, like they're throwing things, they're pushing officers, like these are, like, if I did that, I'd be erased from memory.
Right.
So it's I don't know what you expect, when you start doing things like this. And obviously, I think there've been a couple of videos out there where people were out there protesting that had no idea what they were protesting about.
Yeah, Tim says this all the time. Like when in his early days when he was doing the whole thing, he would ask people like, "What's going on?" and they wouldn't even have an answer. They would,
Mhm.
but 2 seconds ago they were like, "Rah!" like just screaming whatever the mob was chanting. It's so ridiculous.
It's like, what are you screwing about? But
Right.
about what? I'm trying to be a dinosaur. No. Anyways, let's see. Austin captured videos. Troopers pinning a person on the ground, detaining them. Barricades push students back. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Hundreds of students walked out of campus on Wednesday, April 24th, Rally Palestine, to attempt to occupy the South Lawn on campus. The students gathered on the South Lawn. So, okay, yada, yada, yada. We get this. Right. So let's move on to Fox News. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's Dominion News, formerly known as Fox News. Israeli Netanyahu says anti-Semitic mobs have taken over America's leading universities. Now I'm going to stop there because, I mean, this is pretty much the same as everything else. But I believe that that Nancy Pelosi wants him to resign.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, what now?
Whoa, hold on. Let me say that
Whoa.
again. Nancy Old Hag Pelosi wants Netanyahu to resign.
Yep.
I wonder why.
Guys, I don't know if the average person knows this, but Netanyahu is the dude in charge of Israel.
Yes.
I was gonna say
Thank you,
Egypt. Just like, that's
Crimson.
not it, right?
Thank you, Crimson. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yep.
That's exactly what this is. And because we have, I wouldn't say we have control of Israel, but I mean, we control their
We
military,
don't have
basically
we don't
their
we
military
have
budget.
their yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will have I do want to say something, guys.
Mhm.
If you are trying to at the correct person, don't be adding. I feel bad for this other T-Bone, whoever he is. Like, he's just getting added like left and right. Like, I feel bad for him. That's all I want to say. Continue, boss.
That's funny. But let's see what it says. Anti-Semitic mobs taking over leading universities. A call for annihilation of Israel. They attacked Jewish students. They attacked Jewish faculty. He said, this is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has been condemned unequivocally, but that's not what happened. The response of several universities' presidents was shameful. Now, who is he talking about here? Is he talking about the students themselves and the protests? Is he talking about the Jewish faculty?
Yeah,
The
he's
Jewish faculty.
Oh,
there
no.
wasn't there a story of some Jewish professor being locked out of his own class or something like that?
Or locked in Oh,
That was
no, no,
Locked
no.
Out.
That was it was a teacher that tried to get into the school or get into his class, and they turned off his key card or something like that.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah. I think it
Yeah,
was a faculty member because
yeah, it was
he
definitely a
was
faculty
out there
member.
yelling him. Yeah.
Right. And then Netanyahu spoke as American college students are continuing to hold anti-Israeli demonstrations Wednesday around the nation. Now, I wonder what this looks like from Israel's point of view. I really do, because I mean we're looking at our own people and going, wow, this is pretty bad. But
Yeah.
from Israel, like the citizens over there that have nothing to do with the military are probably looking at this like we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we're in a lot of trouble
Yep.
because if the universities are firing back at this, I mean that's the future. All right, that's the future of America. So what's going to happen when they get into those positions where they can make decisions on
Yeah.
our future?
That's
Like
right.
what's going to happen then?
That's right.
That's why Tim was saying a lot that, it's only going to last 20, 30 more years, because once they get into positions of power,
Mm-hmm. And
so
the demonizing campaign is hot and
Mhm.
heavy right now too. So like you don't even have people that are feeling sympathetic about their views against Israel.
exactly.
They're being justified. Yeah.
And on top of that, that only gives more ammunition to the rest of the Middle East to say, hey, look, they're turning against them. Here's our chance. Like,
That's right.
so I don't know, Brian, do you have anything on that?
I really have nothing to add.
Gotcha. All right, let's move on to scanner.com. And this is by Adrian Norman. Nancy Pelosi calls for Benjamin Netanyahu's resignation. There it is. All right. I don't know whether if he's afraid of peace, incapable of peace, or just doesn't want peace.
Look who's talking.
Right.
Right.
What? She out of her mind. I mean, yes. Sorry. Sorry, YouTube. Just kidding.
You're one to talk. Former U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is publicly calling on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to resign, stating that the fallout from the ongoing counteroffensive since the October 7th Hamas attack is his responsibility and that he is the obstacle to peace in the region. Now, I mean, she's technically right. I mean, you can. I mean, look at the counteroffensive that they've had. I mean, how much does this hurt Hamas versus, actual Palestinians?
Right.
So
That's actually a good
technically she's right.
Mhm.
The United States have always supported Israel as our friend because it has been in our national security interest to do so. Let's see. We recognize Israel's right to protect itself. We reject the policy and practice of Netanyahu's terrible. What could be worse than what he has done in response? Netanyahu has long opposed the idea of two-state solution after periods of vacillation between suggests he may be open to the idea, then shifting positions. Yet over the past decade, the Israeli government has seen an influx of more extreme hardliners committed to thwarting any real attempt at a sovereign Palestinian state. In January, the Israeli leader reaffirmed his commitment to opposing the independent Palestinian state, calling such an arrangement an existential danger to Israel. Pelosi's interview came only days after Israel's military intelligence chief became the first senior official to resign over his role in failing to anticipate or quickly respond to the October 7th attack, which resulted in the deaths of roughly 1,200 people and the capture of about 250 hostages. Netanyahu should follow suit, Pelosi said during the interview, while reiterating her view that Netanyahu has personally been stumbling blocks for peace for years. And who are they going to replace them with?
That's always
Another
the
puppet?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Somebody worse.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody that's probably going to wipe Palestine off the map and just say, "Hey, we got them all."
Mhm.
Anyways, let's move on to Elizabeth's favorite news site, the New York Post.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Communist News Network, but okay, yeah,
No,
sure.
no, that's my favorite news site.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh, sorry.
My favorite news site is Babylon Bee.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because everything is right there. Let's see. Driver plows into New York. Let's see. Driver plows car onto New York City sidewalk. Yeah, I got it, guys. Chases down pedestrian in wild road rage incident video. You want to play that video for us?
With pleasure.
Excuse me, what now?
I don't think anybody gets hurt here, so hopefully not.
Of course, we got to put up.
If you're looking for a
the,
house, please go to
Realtor.com,
Realtor.com, where you can find a house of your
and
dreams.
noise ratings on every home listing.
Wait, does that
And
actually
now,
work?
RealView maps
Real View, we
feature
are
heat,
open to sponsorship.
wind, and air quality
Yes,
ratings
absolutely.
as well.
Please help us.
Don't all of us do that?
Not really. Trust the number one
Yeah,
app
right.
real estate professionals
Vashnik.com.
trust. Download
What?
the Realtor.com app today.
I love a good jingle, not gonna lie.
Graphic content. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, he just keeps going. Oy, oy, oy.
Bro, this is not GTA out here.
That's you are smack dab on the button right
Look,
there.
somebody somewhere here on this earth press the God code.
Yeah.
This guys, we are not living in GTA world. Like, this is not okay.
Oy.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, come on.
Yeah, there was even a crazier one out in
RealView maps
North Carolina a couple days ago. The construction guy where he stole his truck and then hit him at like 60 miles an hour.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Guys,
it was
okay,
bad.
so I've worked in construction. What I will say is this is a crazy stat. Don't quote me on the stat, but it's up there.
I think I know what
There
stat you're
are-
going with.
There are so many construction workers die on highways because people don't know how to slow down, and it's just absolutely crazy. Guys, when you see cones or you see construction area ahead, slow down.
Mhm. Yeah.
Boss, am I? What is that the stat you were thinking I was gonna say?
Yeah, well, something like that, but also they also have a lot of issues with foremen taking company vehicles and driving around like madmen as well, thinking that they're not going to get caught. But that's a wholly different subject for another day.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, what do we got? Yeah, like we're literally turning into GTA right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that it's going to, they won't let it get too bad. They'll let it get bad enough to where everyone has to fear going outside. And then that's when,
You mean like the Summer of Love?
yeah, well, not even that, more like COVID. And that's where they're going to start making moves, is when you can't see what's going on.
You know what all this promotes, right?
What's
what?
that?
Kill switches,
Yep.
Mhm.
unmanned cars.
Oh.
They're gonna let it get. I literally get the chills when I think of it. They're going to allow it, allegedly. This is the way it's looking,
Allegedly.
to get to a point where everybody's begging the government to take our cars from us, our ability to
Skynet
drive our own
IRL?
cars.
Mhm.
Skynet IRL? Come on now, anybody?
Skynet.
Yeah.
Am I like?
No.
Am I lying, guys? Like, come on now.
Nope.
All right, so we'll
Let's
see.
let's move on if there's nothing more to this, boss.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Uh-oh, what happened? There it is. All right. This is from yahoo.com. And this ought to be a funny one. Owen Wilson reportedly turned down $12 million to be in a movie that depicted O.J. Simpson as innocent. DEI has gone way too far.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Ace.
was he going to play OJ?
I mean, it doesn't say no.
Okay,
He's
what I
like-
will say about Owen Wilson is, like, I remember him being in the Night at the Museum, and that was pretty good. You know, it was really, really good. And then he was in that Loki movie, not movie, TV show on Disney. And honestly,
Oh.
pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good. And then he was the voice of Lightning McQueen, which honestly, Cars movies pretty great, but not a third one.
Wedding Crashers,
Um,
dude.
Yes.
Oh yeah, don't forget about that one.
Like,
Oh yeah,
come
it was
on.
very very good.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't. Yeah.
No, I'm making a list for you. But we got to add that to the list.
Yep, let's do it. All right. Owen Wilson reportedly turned down a $12 million role to star in a movie called The Juice. According to Hollywood
Juice.
The Juice, that's right. According to Hollywood Reporter, the film represents Simpson as innocent. Wilson was being courted to play attorney Douglas McCain. Owen Wilson reportedly turned down the offer to star in the movie that represents O.J. Simpson in the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman as innocent to the tune of $12 million. The film's titled The Juice and stars Charlotte Kirk as Brown and Boris Kajo, from Station 19, I guess, as Simpson. Described as a satirical thriller, the film is primarily focused on the real-life attorney Douglas McCain, who represented Simpson in a civil case in 2000. Director Joshua Newton told Hollywood Reporter that he and Wilson met to discuss him taking on the McCain role, which another actor has since taken on. Owen Wilson is perfect for his role, Newton said. I actually had a meeting with him in Santa Monica. Everybody loved the script. His agent wanted him to do it. We offered him $12 million, but at the end of the lunch, Owen stood up and said, if you think I'm going to take the lead role in a movie about OJ didn't do it, you've got to be kidding me.
That was
Like,
pretty
really?
good.
Guys, I
That was a
just
pretty good Owen
looked up
Wilson movie.
Boris.
Was it?
I just looked up Boris Kajo, and honestly, I mean, I don't want to say he looks like OJ because honestly, I don't kind of remember what OJ looks like, but I mean, he's young. He looks like he's really fucking good. He's in some really good movies and shows. Oh, Resident Evil. Oh yeah, this guy is a great actor, or at least his resume looks really friggin' good. Why? I got a question for this guy. Why, as a I wouldn't call him A list. I wouldn't call him B list. Maybe C list. I'd probably say. Why would you take on this role, sir? I mean, you're taking on the role of a man who allegedly killed his wife, and then he wrote a book about what it would look like if he did it.
I mean,
Why would you take on this role? I mean, like I did see a lot of people question why that Evan Peters guy took on the role of Jeffrey Dahmer for the Dahmer series, but I think it just messes you up personally. I mean, like it takes a lot for an actor to get into that mindset of someone like that. So, I mean, why would you put yourself through that chaos? I mean, I understand you're an actor and everything, but maybe don't make the movie. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a really tough role to get.
I want to know how a movie that depicts OJ as innocent got greenlit in the first fucking place.
Right?
Yeah.
Which lunatic and there must have been, I don't know.
Well,
like
you know the problem with this is that most people get Oscars when they do a biopic, when they portray a real person. That's usually when it happens. So whenever you get offered this, it's like, do you want to keep your soul and your integrity, or do you want the big paycheck and the shiny Oscar?
Yeah.
And some people choose the former.
Would you sell your soul to the devil to make $1? Is the question Biddy is trying to ask. And honestly, I hope everybody on this panel will say no, and everybody listening will also hopefully say no, because guys, a little bit of happiness now does not equal a good life in the future.
Yeah.
You have to work for everything you have. I mean, that's just life.
And always remember, Wayne Brady is what OJ should have been. All right, moving on.
Let's get to the games.
Let's go.
Let's get to the games.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Are we on for the games?
I'm
It's
down.
that
I'm ready to
time.
go.
All right, guys, it's time for our very, very first game. My second favorite game. Brian's first favorite game. It's called Be or Not, where me, try to figure out which headline is the Babylon Bee from the Babylon Bee, which is a satire news site. Brian, hit me with the 2 articles.
Oh, this is another 3. You got 3 choices.
Oh,
Sir, I keep telling you, you pulled a fluff yesterday. Why are you pulling a fluff today? Sir,
Hey, you always want to arbitrarily change the rules on Caption This, so I'm arbitrarily changing the rules on Be or Not.
he touche'd you, man.
Boom.
this isn't my game, so it's okay. I don't make the rules for this one. So,
Okay.
Brian, hit us with 3 articles then.
Okay. First headline: The limits of free speech.
Huh?
Second headline: Putin blames Ukraine for Baltimore Bridge collapse. It's actually probably
What?
wrong. Headline number 3: Famous liberals explain why they oppose free speech.
Who gave Putin free speech?
And for your edification, I'll go ahead and start working on a poll here.
He's probably going to add that to his history books too.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
The limits of free speech are off. Putin blames Ukraine for Baltimore Bridge collapse. Or famous liberals explain why they oppose free speech. I mean, can any of us even name a famous liberal?
Pretty much anybody in Hollywood.
Yeah,
What kind
you're
of
right.
book are they talking about? It's like chapter 1, the Donbass region. Chapter 2, Francis Scott Key Bridge. What?
Fast forward.
It's like,
Those two don't even make any sense, guy. Come on now. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, man. Boss, you got some with the fake article. You got an idea of which one it is?
oh, I'm
Poll?
sorry.
Yeah, Brian's working on the poll.
Yeah, Brian's
it's
on
okay.
it.
I am working
Yeah,
on the poll.
it's all. Yeah, just it takes a little. He takes a little bit longer than than us. It's okay, Brian. Just keep
Okay.
working on it. Yeah. Roma, do you have any thoughts as to which would be the fake article?
Well, we don't have free speech anymore, so it's definitely my headline number 1. Let's see. I mean, maybe I guess I'm gonna go with headline 2, only because
We're gonna go with headline number 2.
because
I mean, number B.
there are number B, because there are way worse things that he could blame Ukraine for that have absolutely nothing to do with Baltimore, because
Yeah.
nobody wants anything to do with Baltimore.
Nobody wants anything to do. with
Fortunately,
the
yeah. It doesn't people don't seem to
bad
care
state
anymore.
of Maryland, but
Yeah.
okay.
And luckily, I have BWI separating us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think the liberals explain the opposition to free speech is the B. I think the B is Putin. I think homie's gonna try and blame Ukraine for the Baltimore Bridge collapse because he can and he just wants to. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know, man. Did I
Okay.
win?
Well, your
I want to
vote-
sing my song, Brian.
Your vote is headline number 2
Number B,
or number
sir.
B. Okay. Well, here's choice B, and T-Bone, you lost. It's not the B. But it is the
Oh,
W block.
Man.
throwing the wrench.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. He
Wow.
got everybody. Everybody.
And here's the B article. Actually, I jiggled the headline a little bit to throw people off. I left the 10 off.
Yeah. You know what? This is lie shenanigans, and you know what? This is exactly why I don't like this game, because you got to put the entire headline of the article, because then it makes absolutely perfect sense. Guys, what does that say? 10
was right.
liberals. 10 liberals explain
Yep.
why they
Lee
oppose free speech.
Lee was the only one who got it right.
Mhm.
And he says, all I do is win.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, man.
Sir, don't make me have problems with you.
I totally didn't give him a 100. Totally didn't. I was a good girl. It was
Why is
okay.
T-Bone sounding like Seamus when spoons are mentioned on IRL right now? Dog, do you even know who I am? What
Have you
type
met
of
him?
question is that? Who's Seamus, first of all? It's not like I have a picture of Seamus. No. But no. Seamus no, it's just yeah, it's how we do it. Guys, I guess it's time to go on to our very, very next game. Called Caption This. Guys, it's where I give you a picture and you give me a caption. Guys, we're going with our greatest and strongest president, Joseph Robinette Biden. And this man, he's not riding a bicycle, thankfully. He's not walking upstairs, thankfully. And he's not saying a speech. Actually, you know what? He might be doing a speech in this photo. I'm not really too sure exactly what he's necessarily doing. However, our greatest, strongest, smartest, just amazing president. You know, he is doing exactly what the people in high school joked on me about, and my mother joked about because I was pole vaulting and I did snap the pole and I had to be rushed to the hospital. And yeah, no, they did make a joke about, you know, me and bubble wrap. It's an entire story. But guys, this picture of Biden is him wearing a jacket. I don't know, man. Give me a caption, boss. You got a caption for this one.
All right, let me read you the first couple that we got here. All right, we've got White House releases Biden's new presidential suit to help him from trip and falls. Then we've got Biden to introduce the anti-corn pop suit. We've got Biden prepared to accept the guests for the White House Easter egg hunt, or no sniffy sniffy.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Sniffy.
All right, we've got the only way to defeat corn pop is a bubble suit. Just corn pop again. Biden's attempt to protect himself from Trump roasting his ass like a turkey dinner 50 years past his expiration date. We've got Biden misheard his handler say, quote, "We are heading to the bars, not we are heading for Mars."
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, man. What else we got? We got Biden proposes firing Secret Service in order to screw over Trump and shows how he will stay protected. And this is from our live YouTube chat. This suit keeps the kids from rumbling my hairy legs.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, man. We've got, it's like the collar you put on dogs after surgery. This suit keeps Biden from sniffing kids.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Biden showing off the new uniforms from the Space Force to be introduced in the next few months. The suit that's needed when you're not a professional pole vaulter like T-Bone.
Pole vaulter. Yeah, I did do the pole vaulting. I did sadly have to be rushed to the hospital. It was not fun. I was up 10 feet. Okay. Okay. So the joke that everybody made, I'll let everybody know this. I had to wear a helmet when I was pole vaulting. I was the only person wearing a helmet. You know, that must have looked really, really stupid. And it did. But I will say that I was pretty damn good. You know, I was getting up, 12, 13 feet. I mean, nothing big, but I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah, no, it was just really funny just watching a guy with a really, really long pole, in a helmet running to a mat trying to get over some really tall, pole. It was just funny to look at. But yeah, no, it was pretty fun.
All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a couple more. All right. So we got the suit that's needed when you're not a professional pole vaulter like T-Bone. Yeah, we read that one. Each bubble is filled with the smell of different children.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
that's a good one. That's a good one. 'Cause it's messed up.
Jeez.
That's so messed
Good
up.
one, Lee.
Okay, let's
That's his
quickly move.
preferred carry-on.
Yeah, let's quickly move on from that one. I'm ready for the Special Olympics, Hunter.
No.
We've got-
No.
You
Okay,
mean-
my aunt is a special needs teacher, and I've been to Special Olympics multiple times. I've helped out, and dude, I will say they are actually fun to go to. Like not like any trash talking, but like it's actually really fun to help the kids, and like they're actually genuinely excited. But yeah, no, Joe would just be yeah, it's just not okay, man.
Yeah. Let's see. You mean the cone of shame? More like the bubble of trouble. Let's see. Biden prepares for the State of the Union.
The onion. State of the onion.
Oh, State of the Onion.
Oh, I did. I read Union too.
So did I. Oh my goodness. The only way Biden will be pro-gun.
Yeah, but like it's not even made out of Kevlar, so like the bullets will just go straight through. I mean,
And that's kind of in line with his capacity to think.
Oh
wait,
man.
Joe Biden can think?
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, again, he's the greatest and strongest.
All right, you
president, of
guys
course.
talk amongst
I'm so sorry.
yourselves while I write
That's
this
true.
poll.
Create a poll. Okay, you know what? I will say the jokes on my behalf regarding me falling is very funny. But this anti-corn pop, or I mean, like this Biden to introduce the anti-corn pop suit. I mean, man, can I just say, corn pop? According to Joe, he's a bad guy. I've never met corn pop, never even seen a picture of corn pop, but according to Joe, he's a pretty bad guy. Did any other ones stick out to any of the rest of the panel?
Oh, we have a late submission by I think just a sole YouTube watcher, like actually just on YouTube.
Oh man.
Biden after hearing kids like to blow bubbles. That's actually good. I'm throwing it in
That's
the
actually
chat.
a really good one.
That's good.
Biden after hearing it's like
You know what? I'm gonna put that one in.
I
that's
love
a
that.
really good one. Frank Wall, dude, shout out to you, man. That's a
Yeah.
really good one.
Love it, love it. That's how you do it. Right, you're getting some 20s, Frank. Just so you know, you got about 3.
Fuck yeah, man! Congratulations.
Oh man, this is hilarious. Oh man. Let's see who else we got in here.
Yeah, I think
This
that's more
one.
of a T-Bone question. The images you could share it on other networks. I mean, it's not like they're not copyright. You know, like you don't. I mean, you can you
Alright.
make them.
1 minute, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hey, the lectern guy's going to be on tonight.
The lectern guy?
Yep.
Dude,
Nice.
guys, we have an announcement for Timcast IRL. Wait, hold on. I want to do it.
Oh
Oh,
yes. This
sweet.
I
guy.
gotta see it. Guys, if you don't remember, there was a gentleman in on what was it, January 6th of 2020. He went into the Capitol, wrongfully. I won't say wrongfully. He was led by police. There was video footage of this man being led around the Capitol by police. You can go watch the video footage if you'd like. But he picks up the lantern and he lantern. A lantern? It's like some podium type thing, and he holds it up and he's like, "Yeah, America!" Somebody gets a photo. photo, and it's like, oh, it
He
goes-
literally
goes
just
up
walked.
everywhere.
He just walked out with it. Like that.
No,
like,
no, that's not a story, boss. That's not a story. He picks it up. He's like, yeah, America. And then he moves it like 20 feet because it was like in the way of wherever people were walking. So like he just like moved it over to the side.
Oh, so it was like a. So he was just
Yeah.
being funny, and then
Yeah, he's like America, and then he just put it down. Yeah, no, he says this. He says this on Tim's show last week. But guys, Timcast IRL 8 p.m. YouTube's is Adam Johnson. It's the guy, the lectern guy.
Nice.
And yeah, don't forget to watch and get your questions in because you have the ability to talk to him and Tim tonight, guys.
as a VIP member or above.
Yeah, as a VIP member, don't forget. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that yesterday, guys. $25 a month, extra more. No, yeah, $25 a month, or $10 a month for 6 months, right? Something like that. Yeah, I think those are the rules.
Yep.
But guys, let's see who won today's Caption This.
All right.
Right in.
The winner of Thursday's Caption This is Biden after hearing that kids like to blow bubbles.
That's good. Late submission. I love it. That was a good one.
Or
All right,
Yo,
I
this
wish, I
dude
wish we
just
can get
won
this guy.
on the YouTubes, bro.
I wish we can get this guy in here so we can give him his dues.
I know. I wish we can get him up on stage.
Yeah. But thank you for subscribing to the channel. Tell all your friends.
Absolutely.
We oh, trust me, sometimes we get worse.
You have no idea, buddy.
Oh man.
I don't know who's in the Discord, but they get enrolled by this troll. Come
Guys,
join the Discord,
do
man.
better.
Timcast.com.
Okay, all
Okay.
I'm gonna say is do better because this Frank Wall guy is blowing you guys out of the water. I mean, he's just doing so well, guys. We have 10 minutes left. Boss, would you like to hit us with another article, good sir?
All right, let's go ahead and get with finance.yahoo.com. Once the West Coast crown jewel, San Francisco's real estate market is crashing. No shit. San Francisco, once the crown jewel of the West Coast, is now teetering on the brink of collapse, and it seems like nobody is sounding the alarm. The city's housing market in particular has been hit hard over the past year, with prices plummeting and homeowners fleeing in droves. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon didn't mince words when he compared San Francisco's woes to those of New York City, calling the Bay Area in far worse shape. I think every city, like every country, should be thinking about what makes an attractive city. It's parks, it's art, but it's definitely safety, it's jobs and job creation. It's the ability to have affordable housing. Any city that doesn't do a good job will lose its population. San Francisco is failing on all fronts, and in turn, its housing market is quietly crashing. Once luxurious properties are now listing and selling for massive discounts just to attract buyers.
Oh yeah, like Mar-a-Lago being at like 18 million it is, when the property right next to it that is much smaller is worth like
50.
100 mil or something like that.
Mhm.
Sorry, yeah, my bad, 50 mil.
Mhm.
Like, bro, what is wrong with this judge? But continue, boss, continue.
All right. Considering the penthouse at San Francisco's Four Seasons Residential, initially listed in November 2020 for $9.9 million, now begging for buyers at $3.75 million. Hey guys, I got an investment. Who's with me?
Right.
That's a 62% markdown. Jesus.
Land grab, anybody.
Ugh. I mean,
San
if I had the money,
Francisco.
I'd buy it just to wait for the market to go up. I wouldn't even house anybody there,
No.
but I would make sure I put like Gatling guns and stuff in there just in case.
Yeah, Squatter Central. You'll have. Mhm.
Let's see.
These squatter laws need to be refreshed. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah,
Right.
let's see what this article has to say.
All right. So actually, I'm going to move on to the next article. This is the Louisville Public Media.org. I'm guessing this is from Kentucky.
Mhm.
Kentucky becomes 1st state to decriminalize medical errors. Oh boy.
You wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Time out. You're decriminalizing these doctors messing up and people dying? Is that basically what you just said?
That's right.
Hmm. Shout out to
Okay, I'm
Vash
sorry.
for the submission, man. Thank you.
I'm
This is
sorry, but
nuts.
like you're a doctor, you've spent a large amount of time, studying. I know the saying, even D's get degrees. I get that. I get that. But if you have a track record of continuously allowing people to die or having people to, not live, you have to be looked at. I'm sorry. Like, if your track record is like not well, yeah, dude, you have to be looked at by like some other doctors. I'm sorry. It's not cool, man. It's not cool to just be doing that to people, giving them the wrong thing, wrong prescription, or wrong anything.
All right.
It's
Well,
not
well,
okay.
well, let's see what they have to say here. Before legislative session ended last week, Governor Andy Bashir, sorry, signed a bill that prohibits healthcare providers from being prosecuted when honest mistakes are made on the job. Kentucky has become the first state to enact law preventing healthcare workers from being criminally charged for medical errors. During legislative session that ended last week, Governor Andy Bashir signed HB 159, which prohibits healthcare providers from being criminally charged when honest mistakes are made on the job. Now, who gets to decide whether it's
Exactly.
an honest mistake or not? The state?
Exactly.
I mean, it at minimum, I would think you go in the opposite direction and say, okay, well, let's limit the amount. It's like, okay, it in tiers. Okay, if this happens, then this is as much as you can go for. If this
Right.
happens, this is as much as you can go for. If this happens,
I mean,
all the way up to death. And then obviously,
I mean, I don't think this law shields those people from civil liability. All it's saying is, kind of reading ahead, they took this on because there was a former Vanderbilt University Medical Center nurse. She immediately reported she injected the wrong medication into a patient that later died.
Oh my gosh.
And she was charged with criminally negligent homicide. I think that's a little too much. I think that's a little too much. I don't know. Maybe what Kentucky's doing is too much of a knee-jerk reaction the opposite way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, that's a high,
I don't know.
That's a high stress environment, and you're asking people to be 100% perfect 100% of the time, and I think that's just too big of an ask.
I don't know. It's really tricky because it's like you're if you can't be if you're not on, you have people's lives in your hands, right? Let's say you're
Yeah.
not on, you're feeling a little dizzy that day, you're not, really focused, then you need to tell your head nurse, listen, I need to sit down. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake. You have people's lives in your hands. This can start here and get worse to where like medical malpractice is not even pointed out anymore, not even charged. Like they're and then we're not going to even feel comfortable going to these hospitals. I don't know. I understand like what you're saying though. It's scary to me because it's kind of like the worst case, thinking about like taking away standardized tests, like you're just lowering the standards. Now you're lowering the standards for medical staff, or at least you're starting the conversation of doing so. It could stay here. It could, I don't know. It's too fresh to think fully about it. Like it scares me a little bit.
Right.
Oh man.
Definitely scares me too. Guys, it is almost about that time. Would you guys like to be ending down and doing some chilling?
Absolutely.
Let's do the show.
All right. So we got 10 p.m. Saturday night. We've got Romanation on Rumble. This week's episode is going to be this versus that, Trump versus Biden. So, I know that earlier this week it was supposed to be more on. I think I was supposed to do something on one of his indictments, but I think this is going to be a little bit more compelling,
right,
with the news and stuff that's happening this week, especially with the Supreme Court and all the cases.
Yeah.
So it was just more fitting. So, but don't miss out.
Absolutely. And just to all our YouTube friends out there, please like, comment, subscribe, share the show with your friends, hit that notification bell so you're always alerted to anytime we drop on this channel, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for watching.
Brian, you have a show at 2 p.m. This Saturday? Would
Yeah,
you,
Saturday,
like to say
2
anything?
p.m. Elizabeth will not be available for weekend leftovers. So, in lieu of the leftovers, we will bring another Farm Fatale, and I will use that time to present another Gunology.
Great show. I'm excited about that. I'll pop in if I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't
Well,
wait.
guys, like Biddy said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very, very much for listening in to our very own Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the boss, Roman Nation, the lovely, lovely Elizabeth, and the wise man himself, Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
With pleasure. Okay, folks. Get off my lawn, but stay on the sidewalk because we have another great show for the Discord community, produced by the Discord community, for the Discord community coming up, and that is the Pretard Cast with our good friends. I believe Elizabeth is co-hosting again this afternoon, along with Sonosky.
Sonosky.
So,
And Michael. Leo,
and
of
Michael.
course.
And you never know who might pop in. Pretard
Never
Cast is
know.
one of those
You
shows you
never
never know who's going to pop in. So
Maybe OC will pop in. Who knows?
maybe
Ah.
Brett Dasovic will pop in.
Who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, that's all I got to say, and I've taken too long. So night.
Night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Great show, you guys.
You have to
Yes, ma'am.
go, don't you?
No, I don't actually. I didn't want to cut you off, Brent, but it's totally cool. I'm actually not doing PCC tonight. I'm just
It's a party.
no.
Let's go do drugs.
No.
We're still
No.
Guys, we're still live on YouTube.
We're still live.
I haven't killed the stream yet.
No,
I haven't
we
killed the
cannot
stream
do
yet.
that.
Entertainment
We cannot do
purposes
that.
only.
We will not be.
Yes, yes. Entertainment purposes only.
WWE. No, WWF turned into WWE. The World Wrestling Federation turned
Get
into
the
the
F
World
out.
Wrestling Entertainment.
Entertainment. Yeah,
Um,
that's what's
Are we still live, guys? I think we had a great show today.
It was a good show. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream though.